Welcome to School Report, a glimpse into the classrooms of St. Lucie County Public Schools. School Report provides the opportunity to share with the community academic and extracurricular activities of students in our schools. And now, here is School Report.
My name is Andre Barnes. I'm an artist and art teacher here in Fort Pierce, Florida. As a matter of fact, beautiful, historic downtown Fort Pierce, Florida. I'm at the Susan Broom Kilmer Branch Library in beautiful, historic downtown Fort Pierce. And I'm here to talk about some of the artwork that I have on display here. It's up for the month of September, but the show has been extended through the month of October as well. And I would like to talk mainly about the LeBron James picture that I did, a study of him, as well as a picture that I have of my grandmother and my sister, and a picture that I took from FSU's campus downtown in Tallahassee. This is LeBron James. I did a study in black and white on him. What I've done recently is I drew a picture of Tupac. I did a study and I decided not to do a copy and to give the original to him. I instead drew an original copy of that. And that one turned out better than the first one. So I said, wow, I need to challenge myself to come up. So in this particular drawing, I went ahead and said, I'm going to do my very best from the very beginning. And I thought I had done a great job with the Tupac picture, but LeBron came out even better than that. Enlarged his face, and what I was trying to show is the regal character that he's portraying at the moment. They call him King James, and the picture that I took it from turned out very well. It really does depict him as a king. I took the challenge to see if I could get the lights, the darks, the grays, and capture the fact that this is a portrait. I didn't actually want to go photographic. I wanted somebody to realize that, wow, this is an excellent drawing and representation of that person, not just something that's so photographically drawn that it fools you into thinking that it is a photograph. My favorite medium is graphite pencil, and I know there are different shades and tones for pencil drawing, but graphite pencil seems to inspire me the most. I enjoy it. I get the detail that I want. I get the clarity that I want in drawing it, and I have always been able to pick it up and teach that to other people as well. I enjoy doing portraits. I guess I would be a portraiture artist, but I enjoy capturing people in a moment. You can tell kind of what they're looking or kind of what they're thinking about just because of that one moment that seems to capture them. My grandmother was a teacher, and she taught in Polk County in Bartow, Florida, and I would go to her for summer school, spend the summers with her, and she'd always put clay and pencils and coloring books in my hand, and this was around the age of 4 and 5. But I didn't realize that it was a talent until I was living with my other grandmother, and my cousin, who was about 3 years older than me, came home one day and said, look at what I drew. And I said, oh, I can draw that. He said, no, you can't. I said, yes, I can. And so the person that he drew, I drew that person and put clothes on them, and drew a girl and put clothes on her. And he said, I didn't know you could draw. And I said, I thought everybody could draw. I didn't know it was a special talent. He said, no, everybody can't do this. So that's 3rd grade is when I found out that was a talent. And I decided I was actually good at it when I got to 5th grade. And this is one of my favorite pictures. This is my grandmother and my sister. And my grandmother, I attribute to her the cultivation of my artistic talent. She would put clay in my hands, pencils, coloring books, crayons, even pastels, and I didn't even know what they were at the time, but she would put all this in my hand just to keep me busy, and it worked. So I used that time during the summers to go ahead and just draw, put pictures together, sometimes make up pictures. I didn't just always draw something that I saw, representational, but I did sometimes say, I thought of a picture, I thought of an idea, and I drew it. As a native of Fort Pierce, Florida, my first memory of school actually was Miss Watson's kindergarten. I'm not sure what street it's located on. I think it's somewhere near Means Court. It was not that far away from Means Court. And I went to Means Court in elementary school, along with Fort Pierce Elementary in first grade. Means Court, I went third grade. And C.A. Moore, I went third grade as well before moving to Germany. And we came back from Germany, and eventually I ended up at St. Lucie Middle School and graduated from Fort Pierce Central. So this particular picture here is a photograph that I took in Tallahassee, Florida. It's a kind of downtown area where there's a park, and it's near the farmer's market. Took it as a class project and enjoyed the developing of it so much because at the time I think I captured an old man taking a nap, and that to me was just a lazy summer day. And once again, I was trying to speak to what I felt when I saw this picture and saw the man down there. And again, not knowing his story, I kind of said, who could he be, and what particular area of greatness is he an expert in? Because we never know unless we ask somebody or interview them or get their story. So once again, I'm kind of interested in people's story, and I want to try to tell it through my pictures. One of the ways I inspire the kids to go ahead and give me their very best in doing their artwork is I give them a series of beginning tests and exams just to kind of see where they are. And it doesn't matter where they fall in to it, whether they're really skilled or really talented at art. I find that once they know that whatever they produce is going to be acceptable as long as I can get their very best efforts. So once I see enough of their efforts, then I go ahead and start saying, okay, great behavior in art and great talent in art. I'll make you a copy of some of my artwork and sign it and give it to you as a gift. And usually I get an awesome response to that, knowing that eventually they could get something that might be worth something one day from their art teacher. And they usually work very hard to do their very best once I let them know that your mistakes are not mistakes. They're just an opportunity to recreate whatever the picture is again. So one of the things I'd like kids to take away from meeting me and knowing me is that in whatever stage they are in drawing, whether they're good in cartooning or realistic, they don't have to draw like me or draw as well as someone else, but that whatever they can do, I want them to do their very best, because you all can achieve some measure of success in whatever it is you're doing as far as art is concerned. I want them to understand that their best is good enough, and they can always recreate whatever thing they think is a mistake. They can redo it, and the challenge is to learn from anything that they do right and anything that they do wrong.
Hi, my name is Giselle, and I'm the program specialist here at the Kilmer Branch Library. I've been here for about 25 years, and I just want to talk a little bit about all the wonderful programs that the St. Lucie County Library System has to offer. Now, we have things from low-tech, like story times, traditional story times, all the way up to STEAM programs, which are science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We have, right now we're sponsoring the Science Festival, the Indian River Lagoon Science Festival. We're doing events at each of the library. I had one here yesterday where we studied the sound of music, the actual sound of music, and we created a harmonica, but that's a low-tech program. At the Lewis Branch Library, we are going to have a 3D printing program that's going to be fabulous. So we really our range is from the youngest to teens and on up. So please come and enjoy your library. There's so much to offer, and we'd love to see you.